Hi everybody, it's David Fleming here from the Toronto Realty blog, and I wanted to talk today, among other things, about factors affecting the value of real estate. Now, the value, of course, is what someone will pay for it. And I'm in an area, I'm not going to say where it is, because there's a house up for sale, and they're taking offers tonight, although by Wednesday it will be sold, in an area with a strong community presence, and in an area where a lot of these bungalows are going to be torn down and big old monster homes are going to be built in their place. So a house is up for sale up the street, and I'm not going over there because I'm going to show you in a bit. It's a bit of a weird situation, but it is a bungalow, and the highest and best use for that property is a big 2-story property. Now, the neighbor here, I'm going to zoom in here, guys. The neighbor has put a sign on his lawn that says that the permit at the address, variance is refused by the city, respect bylaws, respect community. So what's happening here, guys, and up the street as well, I don't want to get involved over there because there's kids. They just got let out of school. But I'll put a photo up of the one I just took. The neighbor next to the subject property has also put up a sign saying, "We will fight any development proposals." So what do you do if you're looking to sell a house like this? The highest and best use is for a developer to tear one of these things down and build a monster 2-story home. Can you get the most possible for your house? And the answer, guys, unfortunately is no. And it's amazing because the highest and best use of a property is what will determine its market value. But in the case of, excuse the shoddy camera work here, in the case of the house up the street, and you can see the for sale sign in the distance, and I'm not going to detail the house because I don't want to advertise a listing that is not mine, as per TREB rules, although some of those will fall by the wayside with the new Competition Bureau's new ruling. Anyways, topic for another day. So the highest and best use of that house is for a developer to tear it down, and that is where you will get the most money for it. But will a developer buy that property when the neighbors are putting signs on their lawns that say that they will fight it and say the variance has already been refused? No, they won't. And so all of a sudden it becomes an opportunity, maybe for a buyer, an end user, to get into an area where most of these houses are torn down. Maybe you want to live in this area, plant some roots, get into the school system, or maybe you want to build the thing yourself, or maybe you want to wait until either some of these folks are off the block, or maybe the vibe just kind of cools down a little bit and you're able to actually get that variance that allows you to build the house that maximizes the lot. So this is a very, very weird situation here, guys, and I'm treading very carefully because there are so many people wondering what the guy in this black car is doing filming. But as I've said over here, we've got the one sign on the lawn here, and I'm going to move up here in a minute just to show you guys the other sign. And I'll get a photo of that for you guys. But see, there are two signs right there next to the subject property. Both of them say that the permit was refused by the city. Both of them saying to respect bylaws and respect the community. So unfortunately for this house, you know, I think it's going to sell for less than it could have. And offers are tonight, so by the time you guys see this tomorrow, it'll already be sold. So I like to say that I'm not affecting the value by doing this video. An interesting side note, that house over there, I sold that house when it was, of course, a bungalow in 2005. And now it's a big old house, like that one will be, and like this one may be, if the neighbors ever let it happen.